They say Native Americans were conquered, but that's not what really happened. The first settlers didn't come with guns drawn. They came as friends. Native people helped them survive. The Wampanoag taught them to plant, hunt, and live off the land. There was no conquest. There was trust. But that trust was repaid with blood and betrayal. Conquest ends with surrender. Colonization starts with a handshake and ends with a knife. As settlers grew in number, native land disappeared. Not through battle, but through paperwork. The U.S. signed over 370 treaties with native nations and broke every single one. In 1832, the Supreme Court ruled that the Cherokee were a sovereign nation and that Georgia had no right to take their land. But President Andrew Jackson ignored the ruling and sent in the army anyway. That led to the Trail of Tears. Thousands died from disease, starvation, and exposure. The Cherokee, Muskogee, Choctaw, Chickasaw, and Seminole were all forced to march west. Then came the boarding schools. Native children were taken from their homes, stripped of their names, their language, their identity, punished for being who they were. The Allotment Act broke up what little land was left. The doctrine of discovery claimed it was never theirs to begin with. This wasn't conquest. It was colonization, slow, legal, and devastating. When England was conquered by the Normans in 1066, it was swift and absolute. An invading army took power by force. That was conquest. What happened here was something else. Because if native people were truly conquered, why did it take so many lies and laws to erase them? They weren't conquered. They were colonized. And calling it conquest, that's part of the lie.